Hey y'all, Bad Girl Mystic here. It's Untamed Tuesday, and Tuesday's when I usually talk about shadow journeys. Shadow work, shadow magic, working with our shadows, working with the parts of ourselves that we are confused by, misunderstood, the emotions that we push away, the events that experiences we've had that we push away. But right now, this is as we're moving through in bulk. I'm still working on how to say this. I've been saying it wrong. But in Amy's book, Power in the Darkness, Magic to Prepare for Spring. And so whenever I hear that, I think of planting seeds, right? So the power is if we go into our darkness and we listen to our shadows and we find tools that we can use through our creative centers. And our creative centers, our creativity flows out of our throat, out of our hands, and out of our vagina. So when we have a creative practice, we're moving lymphatic system, we're moving our fluids, we're moving our breath at a deeper level. So this is what I've been working on, just sharing with you a little work in progress on my page. And when we want to do this, we want to move this out. We want to move the physical tissue out, but we also want to move the hormones out, because the cocktail of hormones from darkness, from shadows, places that have been triggered, emotions and reactions we have pushed down. These adrenaline hormones get stuck and deteriorate our tissues and create havoc. Now, when I was in massage school, we had to do a picture. You know, your front is what you show the world, but your back was your shadow side. If you can take a picture of your back, you'd be surprised how different your body looks from the back than it is the front. And in Chinese medicine, the belief is that we push our emotion, what we don't want people to see, into our back muscles, hence low back pain, neck pain, jaw pain, where we're carrying so much tension in these muscles in our arms, in our back, and our neck from clenching our ass, clenching the back of our legs. I do know that sometimes, from being a massage therapist and for myself, that when you're so fucking tired, all you can do is clench. So when you go to think about bringing your power back, yes, you're going to bring your power back by writing about your emotion. Yes, you're going to bring your power back by setting intentions and having a different focus. But it's also very important to have powerful magic by including all parts of yourself. You are a cellular being. Your cells are the microcosm and the macrocosm of every experience you have had and how your senses react. So in bulk, the chakra that's related to in bulk, this planting this seed, is the root chakra. And the root chakra is from your feet, your genitals, all the way down to your toes. How you move through the world. What is your foundation? So what happened to you during the age of 0 to 7? If you experienced any type of trauma where you were forced to do something against your will, either physically or coerced into it with guilt and shame, this is a very powerful foundation of fear. And what happens if this has happened during a nonverbal time period? What happens then is that our body will naturally, our nervous system will naturally react to protect us. All of this under that muscle and the veins and the lymph. Hey guys, I'm doing a video, shush. So, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to show you real quick what I do. So when you're working with the root chakra, Dobby enough, if all you do is just take a moment to hug yourself. Congratulate yourself for making it as far as you have. That's the most simple thing you can do every day, to have root chakra alchemy, to work with the shadows of shame. Now, I've done a lot of work around shame, and shame is very tied to fuck it alchemy, where you're so fucking sick of being in pain, you'll do absolutely fucking anything to feel just neutral about shit. When you're in the loops of anxiety and depression, just to be able to rest and feel comfortable. But if you're still sitting with your stomach tight, waiting for the next shoe to drop, if you have grown a habitual habit of moving in your body, holding your breath, being in a place of tension, squeezing all your muscles, then this chronic pain is going to just stay, and it's going to linger, and it's going to undermine everything you're going to do. And it seems like no matter how much shadow work you do, unless we get down to the cellular level and release the actual chronic tension that we're holding around the emotion, we're forever caught in a loop. So one of the ways I like to do that, because like my husband's a great example to me of core strength. So if you look at the core, back muscles, and all the muscles, he's all his life been athletic and done things that required balance. He was a pole vaulter. He rode BMX bicycles. You know, we're Gen X, and rode dirt bikes and all of that. Swam, surfed. So he's got amazing core strength. So I watch how he moves, because my core strength is so chronically tight. So I work physically on the scar tissue, and there's a great post from Stop Chasing Pain this week about part of trauma is healing, and I shared it in the Bad Girl Mystic group, Eclectic She, and I'll share it to stories about the trauma and how important it is to also break up the physical scar tissue that is entrapping your tissue that is hardened from this toxic hormones, and is decreasing your blood flow and decreasing your oxygen. When we have decreased blood flow and oxygen, we feel like fucking shit. So root chakra, starting with our foundation. How are you standing? Do you feel weak in your stance? Are you feeling powerful? Where is your weight distributed? Is it distributed in your toes, in your heels? Is it locked? Are your knees locked? Is your hips locked? Are you tightening your vagina? This is very important. This has to do with our female health and our bladder and our uterus and how our ovaries are positioned, our hips are positioned. So just a simple breathing exercise and doing awareness and body check. Now what I'm showing you is a weight vest. Now I wear a weight vest because a weight vest is a very passive, wonderful way to help ground the body, and especially when you state, this is a great time for affirmations, is state that you are safe and you're secure, that you're powerful in your body, you're powerful in the grace of being a she, whatever floats your boat. And you affirm that it's safe for you to wear this weight vest. And then with your breath and the weight, it slowly starts to open up and expand the areas that are tight. Now I'm wearing gloves right now because I had a deal with grown-up shit about this asshole resident that's still here, and letters that are going to have to be written to the sheriff to get him out that assaulted a woman. And so I could feel myself, my hands were trembling and stuff like that. I can talk about this stuff because I've released a lot of the shame, but I still physically tighten up, and my chest tightens up and my stomach tightens up. I've recently come wear that. So I've been rubbing rescue cream on my fingertips and then putting gloves on so it absorbs. So I wear the weight vest, not even for a full minute. I mean, seriously, just till it starts to feel heavy, and then I take it off. Now, what I do is then move the energy down into the root chakra, out the toes with ankle weights. You want to energetically feel yourself connected to the earth and to the ground. So that's your earth alchemy, that's your root chakra alchemy, your shadow alchemy, and that is my end bulk gift to you and everyone. I love you. Peace out. Message me if you have questions.